like my hybrids, okay? So that...
Just go out to check in the Pokemon list.
Hold on, what the hell are those pink windflowers? Oh, if that's the case, let me...
Because
Yes!
they were.
Nice! Nice, 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 nice! I don't care if they're common as hell, these are so pretty. Oh, villager conversation. I will look at our flowers. What? You mean selfies? Oh my gosh, do you not know what selfies are? That's so sad. Of course I know what selfies are, dang gummit! I just don't get why you're always taking them. You really have to get with the times, Gaston. Here's how you do it. Say you're feeling kind of cute and you just want to make someone jealous. Well, first you need to choose the perfect pose. Like you give them a big grin, then maybe one of these. Oh yeah. I lost you around the part about getting with the times, Monchow, but I sure am. Sorry I asked.
Okay, villager, she's the type to have a TikTok account, isn't she?
Oh my god. Damn it, Grozen. Hold on, if I'm just gonna leave some of my...
Because apparently TikTok is the new thing everyone hates.
Those are white windflowers.
It does kind of combine the worst of Vine and YouTube.
Since flowers can... I'm just gonna put pinks near pinks.
Even, like...
Hold on. We'll go back to what I was... Where? Oh, there's some white windflowers. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, back to actually salt...
Okay, back to our Falcon, like...
So, these are lilies. So we had some lilies. Roses I know I have. Mums I have. Pansies, these are pansies.
Oh, okay, so we did have some pansies.
Sparse. There are some pansies here, so I might get some extra.
But we seem to have only had red pansies.
Seems that way, yes.
Unless, wait, go back up to the pansies. Oh no, I think we have some white and yellow. If those are the pansies. Yeah, these would be...
No, these are windflowers.
Oh.
These are pansies.
So yeah, I think we only have red pansies.
Seems that way.
Oh. Oh yeah, would you look at that?
Oh, I'm reorganizing some freaking flowers. Yeah, so, okay, so I'm on. If that's the case, then I'm going to, for now, just drop these here. Okay, so pansies, yeah, those are windflowers. Hylicants are the bushy-looking ones. These are hylicants, meaning these are hybrid hylicants.
Yeah.
You want to know something dumb?
Why?
And this is hilarious to me, and I might move these hylicants specifically for one thing because of what I just read,
Why?
which is making me laugh.
Why?
You know what orange plus orange and hylicants do?
Why?
Purple.
Yeah.
You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, huh?
What?
Uh-huh.
And that still leaves them room to reproduce.
Humans.
What?
Yes.
They could reproduce. So actually, hold on, if I'm sitting here, orange and orange hylicants make purple. So I actually could get purple, which would summon that one thing,
So
but...
then just leave those.
What?
So then just leave the hylicants where they are.
And they can reproduce, and the pink can spread.
Oh, okay. Move.
Cosmos are...
We have those. They're over here, aren't they? Yeah.
I don't have any red!
Hmm.
No, wait. Hold on. Not red. I mean, damn it. White and red make pink, so I could actually move some whites and attempt to get pinks. And yellow and red make orange, so I need yellow, Cosmos and orange make black, so...
Okay, so just...
That's the case, let me actually... Let me take 2 off the top here, or... Hold on, I'm just reorganizing some flowers while we go. So, okay. I might actually... Actually, if they can reproduce next to each other, then I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna drop 2 of those, and... So if they can reproduce next to each other, then if I actually connect all the grids, that will actually create a loop. Because apparently if they can reproduce next to each other, then that would mean these have odds of that entire back row reproducing. And for now, I'm just going to move. I'm just going to touch it one to the... If I get some other ones, I can fill in the circle. I just want to see if all flowers next to each other could reproduce. Then that would mean, because they would be touching, I could reproduce in the center and to the sides. So, that's cool. Oh, I see fossils. So, while I'm sitting on this flower guy, I'm just making sure we have everything and I can get some varieties. We are missing tulips!
Like I said, we didn't have tulips.
Well, we do.
We haven't planted them yet.
You know what I mean! Now, what do tulips make? What do I need to... Red and red equals black. Red and yellow equal orange. Red and white equal pink. Orange and orange equal purple.
Yeah.
So, if that's the case... So, if that's the case, then I might... From the edge here, plant okay, hold on. So red and red can make black. Red and yellow make orange, but I might dig those up and try to get a... Actually, I might dig those up and move those. Because this area is kind of bad, unfortunately. I mean, it would have worked, but it kind of wouldn't. I'm sort of trying to spread out some gardening areas. Because if I'm going to connect these in a really cool grid pattern, let me just pluck those up. Okay, yeah. They are red. So, we'll organize some other things in a minute. I'm just trying to get some more...
Oh, because all the planting and stuff you've done, we have miles to collect.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking for a really good area to actually line out my flowers. Most of my hybrids ended up over on the one side, but I thought about this side of the island is actually missing a lot of hybrids, so I thought about putting some hybrids on this side of the island in some pairs that actually... So it's red and red, red and yellow, and red and white. So, if that's the case, then let me actually do red and red, space. Alright, so if that's the case, then let's actually organize. Skip a space. So I can do red, yellow, skip another space to do red and white by the tree, because I can always just move that.
And also, because of the tree being in the spot it is, it would just have to generate one space up or one space down. So they would be fine.
Though I might move that tree over a little bit. Make that tree... Okay, hold on. So... Then let's do... I'll probably move these trees later. Red, white. Space. Red. Yellow. And... Okay. So now... I'm just kind of covering some ground with these, and that leaves... So, it basically... So I have 4 extra that I could... drop, and I might actually do it this way for a minute. Actually, I might use those holes temporarily, and that still gives me something to work with here. That leaves 2 adjacent ones. Because I'm trying to pattern them in a way that leaves some space. Which does create kind of a weird sort of event problem. But I could also do just kind of a temporary... If I need to, I can reorganize them later.
Yes, you can always just move them when they grow.
So then for the final 2, I'll probably just... I'll just drop. I can move them when they grow, so I just put them on the rock anyway. And I've already got a 10,000 bell line, so... I can always reorganize later, so that'll be good. It looks like I have all the other flowers, so I just need to get more of that one type. Pansies, so I can reorganize. Because what I might end up doing is taking this entire area, not cutting down the trees, moving all of these trees.
Just go buy the pansies.
This is a good day for hybrids, Carson. Who had pansies?
I believe Leaf.
A lot of my trees have already...
Okay.
Did you put the phone for him?
The one sitting on my desk I remember using.
Huh?
The one sitting on my desk, I remember using it.
Okay. Because I got this notice that said they didn't come on. So
usually what they do, and I brought this up before, and I guess you forgot, as an emergency warning, when time is almost up, even if a phone card has been added, the automatic notice will still say you don't have phone card. So, in a day or two, I should get the notice that it ends. It's just their automatic ending system doesn't accommodate for
You
you.
got it on it.
Yeah.
Okay, there's cat, sorry. Sorry to interrupt. I love y'all.
Which cat? Oh my god. Get out of here.
What is it?
You know exactly who it is.
Is that the boy?
Mm-hmm.
What is the boy doing in here?
He's the boy.
He's the lad.
Sorry. Okay, back to the... Interruptions later.
Yeah.
He does have pansies.
Told you. White. Yeah, you would need some white and yellow. Well, and having additional reds are good for breeding.
What do pansies breed into? White and white create blue.
Ah! Okay then.
Yellow and red create orange, and red plus blue create the what are known as hybrid reds.
You said that today it was a good day for hybrid flowers. That made me think of a song "White Wedding." Because there's a line, it's a good day for a white wedding.
Yeah.
Well, we are buying white pansies. I'm not going to say that joke, Brain. You two wouldn't like that.
It's gonna be a white wedding. Okay, so now on the topic of okay, so if that's the case, then I might actually uproot and move these to a different location. God, my gardening has... No, the good and bad thing and all of this nonsense is all of this not... I see.
What?
Oh, orange reproduced itself. Cool.
Like I said, that one video... Oh yeah, we still have all the fish we sell too. That one video about the... Like, this is how I got to 5 stars, where we kept making jokes about him putting out all the coffee makers. I honestly believe what actually did it was the flowers. Because he time traveled so much, all the flowers he had either produced offspring or reproduced themselves. So the flowers reproducing asexually, that is a mechanic that has been there since the beginning.
That's always been in this game. It's just data mining discovered that wasn't actual. Okay. This side of the island is mostly untouched. Oh, River Mouse.
Well, she is French.
See? They're constantly... This side of the island is mostly untouched, so I might put some extra flowers up here, too.
Most of what's up here are the lilies and stuff that you didn't pick and put on the mainland.
Which means I could actually use this as a... Okay. So... I'm gonna drop the problematic reds near themselves. White plus white creates blue. So...
So then just having a long string of white should theoretically have a high chance of a blue.
And the blues would
There's
spawn...
also another thing, like, they would only reproduce was the ones next to them, so like that one in the middle, that's right above the yellow lily, the two next to it, or the two it's going to reproduce with, right?
That should be how this works,
But
yes.
because we bought all of these from Leaf, they have a very high chance of all being perfect.
Apparently, seed bags are just perfect genetics.
Okay, so
So
they're all guaranteed.
now
to be
if
perfect.
if this works in a line like I think it does, then these two can breed, these two can breed, these two can breed, and these two can breed.
Oh.
And finally, yellow plus red. So, red. I'll do this in a reverse pattern. Yellow. Red. Yellow.
I want 10,000 tough guys, and I want 10,000 soft guys. Tough guys look tougher. And here's how I want them arranged. Tough, soft.
Yellow.
So I'm afraid you've gone mad with power.
Of course I have. You ever try going mad without power? It's boring. No one listens to you. Red. Yellow. And... stops right at the rock, too.
No, it is one... You would have to move that last yellow down so that... You'd have to, like, move it down one. So that it's under the one at the end of the line, but that still should theoretically...
Yeah, fair enough. Hold on. Now let's go point. Point.
That should still be breedable.
All of these, apparently if you place them in a row like this, because they're next to partners, they fill dead space. Meaning, if I'm breeding flowers on a ledge like this, because they can't breed behind them, hybrids are going to appear front-facing. And in order to make sure that these do not do anything, hold on. It's time for the question of the day. And my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, what is your go-to pattern for flower breeding? Most people recommend a checkerboard pattern because that lets you leave a lot of blank spaces, since every flower that is compatible can touch on multiple sides, meaning flowers can touch multiple partners if you use a checkerboard pattern, and then if the flowers happen to breed, you will get the offspring in the blank spaces. People argue that the checkerboard pattern is one of the best patterns for breeding flowers because that maximizes a lot of matches, since two different flowers can both share a partner, and all that does is maximize the odds that a single flower is able to produce offspring, because if multiple flowers share a partner, that means those flowers that are in contact with multiple partners all have odds of producing an offspring with one of the adjacent partners. So when you start setting up elaborate cross patterns and checkerboards, you end up in a scenario where you leave a lot of blank spaces and a lot of flowers end up touching each other diagonally, which is the main reason that people recommend checkerboard patterns, because that basically gives you an offset. Since a lot of your flowers are basically touching multiple partners because the flowers are a bit diagonal, this means you have really good odds of getting what you need, and all the blank spaces are used as spots that the offspring can show up in, so this is really efficient, as are certain cross shapes and similar shapes, because you can basically maximize little mini groups if you're trying to somewhat contain certain flowers. The reason that most people recommend the checkerboard pattern that has the best odds of getting a positive result, since multiple flowers are all in contact, since you have a couple of spots where they are touching diagonally, and that really does leave you a lot of different combinations. And early on, I struggled with that concept because I didn't really think about the fact that if multiple flowers are compatible, they could all technically potentially breed with each other. So if you set up patterns that use a good few diagonal shapes, you end up in a scenario where multiple flowers could all breed, and that means if one flower fails, it might actually work with the flower across from it. So overall, that pattern is really good, and I end up using similar patterns later on. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.